Hello, I'm going to go over your plot chart activity assignment. Now, everyone has at this point had the opportunity to either receive or read the plot chart story related to the causes of the American Civil War. What you're going to do is take that reading, mark it up as you see fit, whether it's annotating, highlighting, underlining, anything that will help you better understand the reading. You will take that and you are going to complete the plot chart that you see here. Now, just as a background, your introduction piece, which you will see here, is kind of like your background of the event. So in this situation, it would be kind of like the backdrop of the start of the Civil War. Now, rising action, as it shows here, is suspense builds, problem gets worse, and the solution becomes a lot more complicated. So in this part, you're going to be filling in all of the major events that occurred prior to whatever got the Civil War started. Now, if you look up top here, you have the setting. You can be as generic as possible, whether it's a large location, or you can list all the various locations that the events took place during the cause of the American Civil War. The character piece are all the main people that you learned about that you will see in the article. Now your climax piece up here is the turning point. Now in this situation, you want to think what was it that really changed from the causes to the actual war. And then you want to think here your falling action are the events after the climax, but it is before the resolution takes place. Now, the resolution, which you'll feel here, is usually found near the very end of a story or a reading. It's kind of like after the fact. So what you'll do is you'll use these lines here and here to fill in all of the rising action and all of the falling action. Now, as far as the setting and characters, if you need more space, feel free to write on the back. Your climax here is your turning point, and this is all the events after the turning point. This is your falling action. And then once again, the resolution is the part that's usually near the end of the story, kind of like how things, the outcomes, which you would see here, instead of the outcome of this particular article specifically, it would be the outcome of the war, which you will find that information in the article. Now, do the best that you can. The purpose of this is to kind of reinforce all of the information we have covered to see how well you've learned this information. Another reason why you're doing this is because history is a story. Just like when you're reading in language arts class, history is basically all kinds of stories. There's background, there's rising action, there are turning points, and there's falling action. And hopefully in many situations there is in fact resolutions that take place. So if you can kind of see that the skills that you were learning in language arts, you can apply them to history, and you're going to have that opportunity by looking at the article related to the causes of the American Civil War. Do the best you can. I realize this is the first time you're doing this in social studies, and there is a learning curve involved. But I look forward to seeing what an amazing job you guys can do. Best of luck.